Hello, good afternoon. Happy Sunday, you guys. Happy Sunday, good afternoon. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Sunday. It's nice to see you today, you guys. I was just going from one post to the other. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm going to do a sound check, but I just don't know what to talk about. Then I realized that this Donald Trump coming to Nigeria and all these things is something everyone is talking about. And I've seen a lot of different perspectives about him saying that he's gonna come and help Christians, A lot of people, even some politicians in America that hates him. One thing about America, because as I was about coming on here, I saw there was this guy in America. He's a media person, Mehdi Azan, because all these people just have Trump derangement syndrome, and whatever Trump does, they have to do the opposite. Even if Trump is doing something good, as far as they do the opposite, that's what he is. I'm not saying I support Trump, invading Nigeria or coming to Nigeria to help Nigeria. And more so, I don't think Trump will do that, even though I have a doubting mind at the same time. So, hello, you're welcome back to my channel. If you have not been living under the rock, even if you are not in Nigerian at this point, you know that Nigeria is really like hot topic right now about the killing of Christian, about the pine. If I say pine, like I don't want to keep calling that because YouTube might just they might say my video is not good. A lot of things we have to be careful of saying on YouTube. So about the crying of a lot of Christians in Nigeria, I'm going to show you videos and different perspectives, different opinions, and also the pastor that has experienced all of this, who has been crying out, shouting, and begging the government to help his community for so long. And this man has been the one, this man is one of the pastors that have said that even if they kidnap him, they should not pay ransom. Let them spill his blood so that his blood can cry. He believed that if they spill his blood, then this buying of a lot of Christians is going to stop. I'm going to play that video for you because when Trump was first on alert, I think it was Congressman Ted Cruz, Senator Ted Cruz, that tweeted about it. But the first person that mentioned it was Bill Maher. Bill Maher is a comedian, and I won't even call him a political commentator, but everybody is in politics this day. As far as you are like talking head on TV, on radio, you are into politics because these days politics is everything is being politicized. I'm going to tell you, even in school, everything is politicized. So I'm going to show you what Trump what's the truth media. That's where Trump always bring out is this thing, and a lot of people will just pick it from the truth and started sharing it all around. But I'm gonna go on. Let me go on this page because Linda Ikeji has been the one, putting people on alert. People were thinking like it was a joke, But I think yesterday, Friday to Saturday again, there was another massacre that happened. And you see a lot of people thinking this is a joke. They were just saying, uh, uh, the government are trying, all the people in Tinubu's regime were coming out saying that Nigeria doesn't have problem of the cleansing of Christian, is mostly the bandits, and it's not that they choose a religion. It's not about religion, that they find both Muslim and Christian in the region, that they are militias, blah, blah, blah. Hello, if you're coming in, can you please, I know a lot of people will be coming in and going out. Can you please give this video a thumbs up? A lot of people doesn't know I'm on live right now. So if you give it a thumbs up, they will know. And if you're coming across me for the first time, my name is Debbie. And please, if you're coming in, can you please thumbs this video up? It doesn't cost you anything. Anyway, you guys, as I'm saying, Tinubu doesn't take it serious. I know his cabinets, they're not really taking it serious. All of them were just saying, no, there's nothing like that going on. There's nothing like that happening. But we see a lot of all these pastors. Some of them actually went for the last UN meeting and they were talking about it. And I'm going to show you, because see, so many things is going on. Beef of security in your churches, Senator Enan tells church leader, what's the function of the government? I don't understand. After I shared a statement from the Nigerian government countering Christian killing. See, a lot of them were saying, even Tinubu himself has tweeted about Christian buying, like the way they were buying Christians under Jonathan Goodluck. Even Tinubu himself has done that. So now they were now all saying that, oh, that wasn't what is going on. All of them were just coming out from the from the real work, all of them were just trooping out, chatting nonsense, chatting rubbish, saying that, oh, this is not going on, this is happening, blah, blah, blah. And see, Trump is not letting them rest. I'm going to tell you, this thing is a double-edged sword. I'm not going to lie to you, it is. And even when Trump started tweeting so much about it, using his truth media, I think Tinubu decided now, okay, yeah, it seems like this thing is serious. You understand? Like, oh, this thing sounds serious now. And these people, they should not joke with Trump. I'm also, I don't know. There might be ulterior motive in about them saying boot on ground, if you understand what I'm saying. Suspected bandits have abducted the Deputy Speaker of Kebbi State House of Assembly, Samalia Bagudo. So there's so much going on in the north, because a lot of these things have moved to the southeast. And the way America is saying it, that's why I said, see, this thing might sound so good, like, oh, God has answered your prayer, the way a lot of Nigeria was saying it. Hey, please, oh, don't beg for Big Brother of the world to come and rescue you. Sometimes all these help comes with a string attachment, and you guys might end up, they always say one thing, that if two elephant fight, the grass below are going to be the one to suffer the brunt. Like, tẹ̀rìn méjì bá jà, koríko abẹ́ ló máa ń jìyà. And this thing is something that has always been like that. Because the thing is, does it stop these leaders from siphoning the wealth? No, it might reduce what they are getting. No, they might have to make another deal. So at the end of the day, it might not sound so easy as we're claiming, because US under Trump is different, though. It's very, very different. And people need to know that. It's very, very different. Trump is not taking anything with levity. But another thing is that I know there's good side to Trump. I'm not just sure about the people around him, the neocons around him. I know a lot about American politics. People that knows me, people that are close to me, they know they don't even like to have a discussion with me when it comes to politics. And this geopolitics has allowed me to even know a lot about politics that goes on. Because see, what is with politics is that it's the same everywhere in the world. It's just better a little bit than each other. And I always say one thing: politics is not something I want to dabble into, because as a Christian, forget it. If you call yourself a Christian and you go into politics, you are no more a Christian. I don't see it. I don't see it. Anyway, long story short, all these people started coming on. Even Reno Amokri was one of the first people that said, it's not just the killing of Christian. Him as a Christian is saying it is not this, is not that. And I'm like, what the hell is this guy on about? What are you smoking? So now this is what Trump posted a while back, saying that Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands of Christians are being buying. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. But that is the least of it. When Christian or any such group is slaughtered like is happening in Nigeria, 3,100 versus 4,476 worldwide, something must be done. I'm asking Congressman Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole and the House Appropriation Committee, to immediately look into this matter and report back to me. The United States cannot stand by while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. We stand ready, willing, and able to save our great Christian population around the world. And this is not the first of its kind. A lot of people are saying, oh, he's not even a Christian. That's a lie. He might not be like a Christian, but he believes that there is God. He believes God exists. Ever since he experienced the he was shot last year, July, and a lot of people were coming with different theories that it was God that saved him. So since then, he believed that there is one high power. He has always believed that, to be honest, because there was a time he said that, oh, some people believe he's the most popular president, but he's not the most popular person on earth. That the most popular person on earth is Jesus. And a lot of people were laughing. I know the other party will be like, he's just using it. Even they even accuse him of turning Bible upside down. He does. The man has never claimed to be a Christian, to be honest, but he believes in God. So it's two different things. For you to be atheist, don't believe that God exists. He believes God exists. So anyway, back to Nigeria's situation. As soon as this came out, a lot of people were saying that, oh, it's because of our resources. I watched this investigative journalist, David Unde. He had an interview with someone on, is it Al Jazeera or something? And he was saying that, I can't remember the name of this man, maybe Joe Kent or so. He was talking about one particular man, that this man is a neocon in America. I know he knows, David Unde, he knows a lot about politics, geopolitics, and foreign politics and all that. But you can't think because of you want to keep the resources. Because I saw a comment, I'm going to show you the comment I saw. So this is the response to when Donald Trump sent that. This is the Nigeria response from the spokesperson of Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Abuja. They said that the United States of America has made a statement on religious freedom. Nigeria has noted, we remain committed in our resolve to tackle the violent extremism that is fueled by special interests who have helped drive such decay and division in our countries across the intersection. So it's some special interest that has driven this violent extremism, and you're not doing anything. You, during Jonathan Goodluck, you were asking for him to do something. Now you get the opportunity, you just want the title. You guys are not moving. You are dragging your feet. You are. During Buhari, akati ẹgbọ́ pé yes, àwọn aráàlú Buhari ni gbogbo àwọn people yìí. Buhari is forgiving them. They are doing terrorist rehabilitation. I don't know how to rehabilitate someone that is how you think you can rehabilitate someone that is at that extreme. The militaries, they are in the bush dying. There was a time that one soldier came out and said that their commander is telling them they are killing too much terrorists. Why? Is that not what they are in that Zambiza forest for? So when you think you are fighting an enemy, but it's more or less like the people supplying the ammo to the military to fight are the ones supplying the ammo for the militia group to fight them. And at some point, even the military doesn't have the strongest ammunitions like this militia group has. So how do you juggle that? How do you juggle that? So then they wrote that we mourn all the victims of violent extremism and salute our armed forces as they continue to fight against vicious but cowardly foes. The federal government of Nigeria will continue to defend all citizens, irrespective of race, creed, or religion. Like America, Nigeria has no option but to celebrate the diversity that is our greatest strength. Nigeria is a God-fearing country where we respect faith. Yeah, you do. Have you guys forgotten the massacre of about 3-4 years ago in Ondo State, whereby maybe 70 or 80%, it was early morning on a Sunday in a service in a church, and these animals, they came in, massacred children, adults. So that's why I'm thinking to myself, like, I watched that David Nunde interview and I'm like, yes, you are trying to protect something. What are you protecting? Your mineral resources. The mineral resources, the citizens are not even benefiting from it. It's the special interest group that are getting them. And who are getting the money and pocketing it? The leaders. I saw one video. I can't remember one thing I saw. They were talking about these. Sorry, I'll keep digressing because that is why I don't really like to talk about politics. They were literally talking about this Amoteku man in Udo State. And some of the people that worked under him came out and said that there's bounty on them. This man has arrested some, and this man is not a clean person, that even when he was in civil defense, they asked to terminate his appointment because he's a corrupt individual. Now they made him the head of Amoteku in Ondo State, and he has been committing so many atrocities. And this man literally came out and said, I asked him, where are the guns? Because he took some guns away from the Amoteku member and took those guns to Osun State. You are in Ondo State. Why did you take the guns away from your men and take them to Osun State and never comes back with it? This man said, this Motekun leader, I forgot his name, Olani or something, that this man has a big mansion in Lekki, but whenever he's going, he drop his driver, his security men, and he drive there alone, and he's always going there with bags of money because he goes with cash. Those things are alleged, but obviously if it is not happening, they're not going to accuse him of that. And this man is saying that, yes, come out and debunked it. So now we want to blame government. The government of the Southwest, they try as much as possible create security, thinking that, okay, maybe the federal security, the state security is not enough. Let's create some other forms of security for ourselves, since they have some in the north. And before they created this thing, there was trouble already. Now they created it. Look at what somebody they put as a leader is doing. This person is just ordinary Amotekun leads in Ondo State. Now imagine if he becomes like a governor. What will he do? And this is how this thing is with different communities and different leaders. Even ordinary chairman Adubo, like area chairman. I'm not talking about political appointed chairman. No, I'm talking about you build house in one area and there is a chairman. Even sometimes the chairman is embezzling the money contributed by neighbors. And you want this person in government. Greed is just the problem. Greed is the problem we have in Nigeria. Someone made a comment, and I agree with that person. That's why I said I understand where David Unde is coming from, because if we are praying for America to come and help us, what is in there for them? Do you think they are just coming empty-handed? Do you think they are doing it because of the love they have for you guys? Because if you think it's worst, if it's those neocons around Trump, left to Trump, I'm not going to lie, that man like peace. He really like peace. Ever since he came, he has always been sorting one problem or the other with each countries, not this kind of problem. But the thing is, like David Undeyin said, which is very possible, like, oh, because Nigeria has rare earth mineral and China is leading. I don't know why all of these investigative journalists like to write for China. Why they think that, oh, America, all of these other Western worlds are worse than China, and China is much more better. I don't get it. Because except if they really like to be under people's control, we have been that for so many years. Because if you're living in China, your life doesn't really belong to you. The government controls everything, literally everything. The way these investigative journalists thought they can speak to Tinubu, they can say, oh, Tinubu is this. The China, they are, clapping for, thinking that, oh, America is just doing it for their own benefit because they are in competition with China. And I'm like, it's not that China is even a better country like that. It's not that China is doing it long as well. They're doing it for what they are getting in it. And if you think, yeah, America has been the superpower of the world for so long, you have to think about the humanity behind who is ruling. You have to think about because with Xi Jinping, he's a fist, iron fist hand. With America, I think when people are complaining, they have free speech. And I think maybe because of Trump now, America might be the only country that still have free speech. And you can still tell, like, a lot of states in America during Biden, there was no free speech. So many people, even in UK here, where is free speech? No, there's nothing like free speech. Oh, I'm telling you. But I believe if America can, threaten them, and Nigerian government needs to, act fast. I believe if Tinubu wants to do something, these people will do something. He knows people behind it. Do you know how long people from Burkina Faso have been saying, oh, we know people doing the terrorism in Nigeria? No, have you seen many videos about this thing? This thing has been going on since Bring Back Our Girls, since 2009, I believe. That all this terrorism act has been going on. So do you want to tell me Nigerian government doesn't know who is behind it? Do you want to tell me they don't know the special interest, special group that are behind this thing? All these things they are doing, like before, it was just like, oh, they come, they massacre, they do this, they do that. It got to a point they were kidnapping. Maybe their sponsor run out of money and they tell them to diversify, do something else. Somebody said that they come and drop big truck of Indomie for them in that bush. So who is ordering it from the company? How are they eating? Where are they getting those guns? We've seen villagers said that they've seen some white people coming in helicopter dropping ammunitions. Villagers. See, a lot of people will be acting brand new, like this thing is just happening. No. Go on YouTube. Almost every week you will see people from Plateau, from Jos, from Benue, crying as this thing is happening to us. That is happening to us. What has the government done about it? So now acting brand new, as if this thing is just happening. It's not just happening, no. It's been happening for a while. It's been happening for years, safe. It's not just a while, for years. And I think now they've been put on notice. Hopefully, since they've been put on notice, they're going to do something about it. This is what I'm saying. And this is why Trump keeps tweeting about it. Because these leaders in Nigeria, this is what Foreign Minister responded to Senator Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio is their Secretary of State in America. So Marco Rubio said, the ongoing slaughter of thousands of Christians in Nigeria by radical Islamists and Fulani ethnic militia, which is true. These people are Fulanis. Ethnic militias is both tragic and unacceptable. As Atpotu said, the United States stands ready, willing and able to act. So our foreign minister responded, Bayo Onanuga. He said, Secretary Rubio, Muslim life matters too. Dear Secretary Rubio, there is no ongoing slaughter of thousands of Christians in Nigeria. This is a gross exaggeration of the Nigerian situation. What we do have are sporadic attacks on some villages by bandits and terrorists, and the attacks are religiously insensitive. Mr. Bayo Oriyigbale, Christians, Muslim churches, and mosques are attacked randomly. What our country requires from America is military support to fight these violent extremists in some states of our country, not designation as a nation of particular concern. It is a nation of particular concern, even for us that are citizens. It's really scary. Nigeria is a very lovely country if the insecurity is eradicated, but everything in Nigeria is politicized. Everything is monopolized. Even our lights is monopolized. Basic amenities for Nigerians is difficult. When Tinubu came, before Tinubu came, Buhari keeps saying that, oh, if Tinubu comes, you guys might even pray for me to have done third term. And that's what happened. Before Tinubu came, Naira to dollar is about 650 or 750, if I'm not mistaken. Now, Naira to dollar is 1,500 or 1,600. If it's gone down, maybe 1,500 and something. So what are we talking about? Naira doesn't even have value anymore. And then, dollar was almost 2,000 at some point. And when dollar came back to like 1,000, Tinubu was like, see, I'm doing something. I don't get these people. They just act like no one for it. Do you think, or they just propose that we should have amnesia and never remember what happens a year before? Something that was like 700 and something is skyrocketed to like 1,000 something or 2,000 something. When it went to 2,000 or 1,700, 1,800, then it now came down to 1,500, and you are saying that clap for me, I'm doing something. See, the Naira to dollar has gone down. But all these people, go and ask them, where are their children? Their children are abroad studying. Go and ask them, how many houses do they have in Dubai, in UK, in Netherlands, in America? They have houses all over the world. The money Nigeria has is more than enough for Nigeria to live comfortably, just like the citizens of UAE are living comfortably. But no, they need to weaponize the poverty. Because if people are okay, how do they go above and lead them? Because this poverty is what they weaponize every now and then. Just recently, Tinubu's son celebrated his 40th birthday. What did he do? They went to go and brand Indomie. That Indomie noodles, I don't know how much is it, a pack. If you know how much, you can please help me. They branded, they even wrote our king. And they call all these people because a lot of people are hungry. The nation is hungry. The nation is really hungry. Come and see a lot of mothers. They were sitting there all because of pack of noodle. And they branded it. Do you know why he was doing that? Because he wants to become the Lagos State governor. What's in Baba Titi Omana Tuloya? You have to worship me as well. He's the king. This is not working. Like Nigeria is not working as Nigeria. I don't know what they want to do about it. I'm not saying that, oh, America has good intention, because all these people tweeting and all that, Marco Rubio, all these people are neocons. If you know anything about American politics, you will understand when I say they are neocons. It's really, really crazy and ridiculous. So then there's this pastor that eventually came out. I'm going to show you the pastor. I like that Linda Ikeja has been updating a lot. So this is this Adamu. This Adamu is APC chieftain Adamu Garuba. See, he's talking about how the desecration affects Nigeria.
For the purpose of genocide against Christian population. This means that the US is now going to start official procedural proceedings against Nigeria in some strategic interests where Nigeria is a concern, especially in the area of weapons deployment, because they believe that some of the official weapons that is being supplied to Nigeria find its way into the hands of these terrorists that are committing such genocide. So an action is going to be taken against them. One of the sorts of concern with that designation is that the President of the United States, Donald Trump, is not just standing on the CPC designation. He is also requesting that the House Appropriation Committee chairman and some of the committee responsible, like Tom Riley, to sit down and come back and report to him. And he claims that he will not stand idle by to see fellow Christians are being killed in Nigeria. Most possibly, there is a program or a plan for the boots to be on the ground in order to help prevent the genocide. Most possibly, this is also one of the factors that they are likely going to consider. It means that the general failure of Nigerian leadership may lead to the US boots on the ground in Nigerian soil. And this is very
if Trump
damaging
is going to get
to
out.
this country. So it means that there is a general vote of no confidence on the current leadership system of the country. They believe that there is a general failure of leadership to provide security of life and property, and that they must do something extra to be able to help in provision of this protection for the life and property of some of the citizens in Nigeria that they're concerned about, especially the Christians. And I believe that's what it's trying to do. So here is what I want to say. The Muslims in this country should not see this as a direct attack against them. Rather, it's a direct attack against the militant terrorist organization. So, and there should be no issue of anger pointed towards some Christian population simply because of this is happening, but rather there should be a general consensus and understanding between the citizens of Nigeria, so that we should all understand that there is a failure of leadership in the country, especially the political leadership and the security leadership to provide.
See this guy talking right now, you would think he's a Yagidi. Do you guys remember Adam Garuba during Buhari era, when they were talking about the killing of, he would tweet to be like, oh, there's nothing like that, nothing of such is happening. Even see a lot of people were saying that, oh, he's brilliant. Even Oba Skolo was like, Oba Kesolo was like, my guy Adamu don't change, oh, like, what? This guy is changed. And someone said, oh, be scared because they will carry him when they come, all of them, and have a hand in terrorism. Because this guy, all of these people will not say they
the
don't
necessary
know
protection that is required for a peaceful and prosperous society. And that is what led us to this problem. So the problem should be viewed from the lens of being generic, not from the lens of being religious division, that will lead to religious division between the Christians and the Muslims.
There has always been a division, so shut it. Saying that it's not going to lead to division, there has always been division. There has always been division. Do you guys remember one girl called Deborah or whatever? I can't remember what she said about Muhammad. And, it was her classmate. He was in a group. I can't remember what these girls said. They said, oh, the bastardization of man. I don't know why you don't let your God fight for himself. They burned this girl alive. Till tomorrow, I don't know this girl gets any justice. And she's not the only one. There are so many others like that. And you're saying that it's not about religion. Please, please. Nigeria has always been divided by religion, by tribes. The division has begun since the day Olori Buruku Lord Lugadi and Laura, since the day they concoct and plan to put animal and Neroko together. And I hate it. I don't want to hear all these things coming out saying that diversity is our strength, is our... No. Too much diversity is a problem. Because this one wants to be like, my own will be the top. No, to be the top. I remember when Tinubu wants to come in, there was a fight in, oh, we don't want Christian, we don't want Muslim ticket, we don't want Muslim. And I'm like, what is all this, safe? Why all this tribalism, religious problem? Like, why do we have to live like this? And this thing has been dividing us forever. And the moment this leader realized that people are coming together in one word to attack the government, they created another problem. Religion has always been something that divided us. Tribe has always been something that divided us. But when last election happened, before last election, because of NSAS, everyone comes together. And before you know it, they realize that the youths are going with Peter Obi. And they were saying that they want someone younger, they want something new, they want something fresh, they want him to come and look into it and see if it's going to make Nigeria better, if it's going to speak the youths, speak to the youths, the way they can actually relate with him and everything. What do? It was Tinubu's boys that started it. And because there has been tribalism going on for ages between Igbo and Yoruba in the first place since Awolowo time, Azikwe, since those times, what do? They drop the tribalism. The celebrities, the people that has been, doing hand in hand with each other, forgetting about this tribalism to come together and be like, we just want one Nigeria. We don't want all these. EDSA situation has brought us together. They divided them back. Like, you guys are crazy. You want to come together. You want to come against us. They weaponize anything weaponizable in that country. I know it's what happened in every country, to be honest, don't get me wrong. But with Nigerian, it's more or less like we are zombies. And sometimes I look at it, I be like, the boomers really fail us so. And as I'm thinking, oh, the boomers has failed us, so then I see some Gen X and I'm like, wow. Even the boomers are better than you, Gen X. And I see some millennials as well, and I'm like, wow. Then I realize that it's not about politics, it's about the greed, it's about individual. People are just naturally greedy. And some people, all they care about is just themselves, like selfishness. I don't care about any other person. As far as me and my family are good, as far as me and my family, we are getting something under that government, whether it's good or not, whether it's bad, whether you guys are making anything, people don't really care. So let me show you the next video, because this one is making sense here. Let's not make it about religion. It's fine. But the problem is that it has always been about that. And another thing that it has always been about, especially with this Fulani, because those are the factions that are into this thing a lot. And I think what he is with them is that they believe that Nigeria was handed over to them. You will see them in comment section saying that during Buhari time, I'm telling you, because Buhari was a Fulani man. These people will be saying like Nigeria is handed over to them. They own Nigeria. And I remember during Buhari, the first time when Jaruma was campaigning against him, saying that you guys don't understand Hausa, Fulani kind of politics, because You think the Southwest, you think the Souths are the one that are poor. No, go to the North. They weaponize poverty so much in those areas. These people are like the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the barrel. And it was done intentionally because they said these people, according to Jaruma said, if you notice, they are hardly educated. The educated ones are the rich families' children. Like, even if you go to their school, sometimes the way they teach them, some NYSC coppers that has been there, they will tell you like the level of education there is quite low. They just push them. So most of these leaders, and if you look at history of Nigeria, most president, the leaders, they always come from this part. And it's not even the Hausas, it's mostly Fulanis. And these people believe that Nigeria is handed over to them. They are the oath keepers of Nigeria. And if anybody wants to be president, it's either you are president, Fulani is the vice, or Fulani is president and both the president and vice. And it's more or less like there's this agreement or relationship between the Southwest and the North, the Fulanis in the North and the Yorubas. So because they always, I remember when Bola Tinubu wants to come in, he literally said, Milokan, like they've already agreed, like you are next. If you get what I'm saying, like these people are installed like a toilet. They are not elected, they are installed. Because if you are not installed, how would you know that, yes, he was local? That's why they name him a Miloka president that time. So now, another tweet, when they keep dragging their feet, Trump Truth Social say, if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the US will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now disgraced country. Guns are blazing to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. I'm hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. Warning, the Nigerian government better move fast. When I saw this, hey, if you see comments, a lot of people, we love you, Trump. We love you. You will see Team Trump, action president. This, that. And a lot of people were also saying it. If insurgency lasts more than 24 hours, a government officials has a hand in it. And the way Tinubu, the way they formed the letter, they wrote back in response to what Trump first tweeted about the killing of Christian. They said, there was special interest group, blah, blah, blah. So there's special interest group. Why are they doing it? Why are they trying to send people away from their lands? What is going on? I mentioned a little bit about that the last time, hint. I don't really like to go into, because I have a tinfoil hat on. So if I go into it, we're not going to live here. And if I go into it, you guys don't even let me try. Because when it comes to this politics talk, I'm crazy. I will just keep going. So now, there are some people that are called Murik. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of them. I've never heard them even condemn all the shout the Christian has been shouting about all these things. They said, the Christian genocide. Tinubu has been generous to Christian. Why the betrayal to Trump? Murik to Khan. Murik claims Khan has betrayed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu despite what the Islamic rights group described as the president general's consideration for Christian in federal appointments. I don't get it. That's why I was telling you about Christian ticket, Muslim Christian ticket. The North will never vote for any Christian tickets. They don't do it. So I think this is what they were talking about, like, Tinubu has been generous, appointing Christians. Who cares about that? People he's appointing, they are there for their family. They're not there for the populace. And if the way Trump is describing it, seriously, if it's there, I know if America leave, that is if they do, if there is no special interest, because Trump might send them to do something. But some of these neocons might be, their special interest group as well. And see, all these new era in America, don't joke with them. Oh, Peter Exet, these ones, like that man is a marine from bone marrow, bone to bone core. These ones don't joke. They are not like what's the Secretary of Defense before, Lloyd Austin, the one that was there during Biden era, Otto Penn president. Donald Trump is, when Donald Trump is talking, is if you know what is going on between him and Netanyahu, the Israel minister now, because Israel minister is saying like, oh, he's strong-head, all these things they're doing in Gaza. That's what I don't want to happen to Nigeria. Because the problem is if America comes in and there are some special interests as well, like rare mineral, like some other resources, you know what I'm saying? Don't let me say too much. And they don't go, all these terrorists that we are shouting, we are not seeing a lot of it in the Southwest yet too. Hey, is it not just only Sunday Igboho that send them away in the bush, in all this Igbora, Lalate, Ibarapa, Mejeje? The way they will bombarded the South, because they're not going to go away. They will run away from Trump people. They will. Because the people sending them this errand, providing them this weapon, they know that U.S. War Department, they are little. They know they are very little. Like, I mean little. If during first era of Trump, one America or two was kidnapped in all these oil rig, they came in, bang, 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 get the person out, in and out. They buying whoever they need to buy. It's all this militia group, kidnapping and everything. I believe it's oil rig situation that time. And Trump sent them, no American citizen is left behind. Do you know American citizen that has been used as ransom? We need this, that Trump has already gotten out from the bondage. So if Trump is really with good intention in and out, like get rid of this terror, if the Nigerian is not going to provide them intel, the Americans are coming, if there is not going to be, because the problem I have is that this militia group, Fulani X-Men, Fulani this, Fulani that, they were not doing this. Somebody is sponsoring them. The person sponsoring them, do we even know where they are? Like, nobody is going to tell me that a Fulani X-Men is walking around with AK-47. How did this person afford it? When I was growing up, what Fulani X-Men has is just a stick. And they have sword. They don't walk around with AK-47. This day and age now, go and see how Fulani men walk around with their cows. It's with AK-47. Where are they getting it? Somebody is supplying it. Somebody is giving it to them. So if they want to come, like the way America will say, we've seen their intel leaks before. I've mentioned that on Telegram, how their intel leaked out about the attack they went to do in Yemen that time. Even though they conducted it before the journalists now leaked it out. Do we know who has vested interest? Do we know whether people in that neocon circle or their bureaucrats or whatever, do we know whether they are involved? Do we know whether they are the ones coming with planes? Because one thing people need to realize is that there is a lot of military contractors that are involved in all this raping of Africa with their resources. That is why Burkina Faso sent them out. I think I'm going in too much. Let me just stop there. So now this is their Secretary of War, because it used to be Secretary of Defense, but Donald Trump said no, that America is known for war. So they changed it to Department of War instead of Department of Defense. And the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, I know this guy ever since he was in Fox. He's always talking about, oh, you need to sanitize America, all these guns, blah, 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 blah. You need to get rid of it. You need to, he's somebody like that. He's just like, oh, things has to be straight, right, and all of that. So this guy said the killing of innocent Christians in Nigeria and anywhere must end immediately. The Department of War is preparing for action. Either the Nigerian government protect Christians or we will find the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. The problem is that we did not get the intel before the Americans come. Because if they really want to do it, yes, in, out, and not turn Nigeria to Libya, or all these things they are saying, I hope that Tinubu will just look at this and not take it with levity. Or is he aware? Is he part of it? Is that the agreement between them? Because see, I don't even trust Tinubu himself. I don't. The government of Nigeria at official, this is Rep. Riley Moore that Donald Trump is tasking to go and do it. He said President Trump has provided for warning if you do not correct the current state of inaction to stop the killing of our brothers and sisters in Christ, your country. The days of the US looking the other way are over. It will never happen on Potu's watch. I urge you to cooperate with us in preventing these atrocities that worsen every day. We want your people to live in peace, all of them, especially Christian. The president has been clear. I will not test his resolve. Many have tried and all failed. We will not allow the gates of hell to prevail against the faithful. And it's true. What this representative O'Reilly is saying is true. Many have tried and failed. Even China keep trying US. They keep trying. And the thing is that even Xi Jinping, even Putin will say it. Trump is a peaceful person, but he's very rash and he doesn't like to lose. He doesn't like it. So all these Femi Fani-Kayode writing, doing all these, the peperempe, in Donald Trump saying that schoolyard and dockside bully and a cheap and shameless, godless. See, all these people are just making it wide. This Femi Fani-Kayode with his large mouth, she think is that is the wife that he sent out is harassing like this. He said, oh, imagine a deranged and sociopathic, megalomaniac and tyrant, a recalcitrant and repentant schoolyard and dockside bully, and a cheap and shameless, godless comeback like real Donald Trump, threatening our country with violence, military action, and invasion. What a nerve. You will see yourself. Permit me to put the matter in context. A friend of mine sent the following words to me last night after reading his threat of war and military action. I wish you can simply ignore this petulant man spewing utter childish rubbish all over the place. They can categorize us as they like. That is on them, and there is nothing we can do or you should bring it on. Let them send their troops, Rimumu man, and you will be in your house enjoying. You know it's not going to reach you now. I won't lay Nigerian. You know it's not going to reach you. It's the populace that will suffer for it. Because the problem is that if they want to invade, if he's allowed, if Tinubu does not, do something quick, all this Femi Fani-Kayode, you will just be ranting on social media. There's nothing you can do. Calling him a deranged sociopath, talking like you are a Democrat. Who cares? Trump doesn't care. Even the ones that are fighting him in America doesn't care. They call him a king. He wear a crown. They call him something. Anything they call him, he wear it like a crown. He doesn't care. In his first term, he cares. In this second term, he doesn't care. And Femi Fani-Kayode should not think that Trump is not reading all this. Trump might not see it. Some people might see, calling him a fascist, a Nazi, a Hitler, like all this deranged mainstream media, having a Trump derangement syndrome. This is not the resolve. All this calling him names and all of that, does it work? It doesn't work. Saying that, he refused to call the Israeli Zionists Nazis. He refused to do this. He refused to do that. He backs EU, RSF Butcher, or Davo, Sudan mass murders, genocide maniacs. But he's calling our people killers of Christians. Now, look at Femi Fani-Kayode. This is everything he's posting. Can you pause and read it? Just pause and read what this man and what Latenuche They don't care if the country is bad, if the country is good, tagging everyone, saying that, everything he was spewing is like you're talking to all these deranged Democrats. As if everything has to do with abuse, everything has to resolve in all this nonsense. Calling someone a Nazi doesn't make them a Nazi. Okay, now he went ahead and was, ranting, raving on Twitter, calling him all sort of names as if that is going to fix anything. It's not going to fix anything, Mr. Fanikayode or whatever you call yourself. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Someone said, if they come Nigeria, come outside, come and talk them. I respectfully urge you, sir, to assist us. Nigeria is dealing with the individual as is one of the problems. About Nigeria to Yahweh. This one tagged Donald Trump and said, he said, oh, Nigeria is crazy. He said, I respectfully Donald Trump, I respectfully urge you, sir, to assist us Nigerians in dealing with this individual as is one of the problems we have in the country. This one tag all the team. He said, please start with this man. Chimo, na so God adding. See, a lot of people were against what this Femi because all these people are Regent Modaru. He used to be in the other party. They always jump ship. They jump ship to the new party reigning and they start spewing rubbish. They start saying nonsense. If another party comes in now, this Femi Fanika, they will say, oh, I renounce my party alliance to APC. I'm now with Labour Party. Let that one go. I renounce. Like, this is what these people do. And they keep chatting nonsense. That's why I said, if you are everything they are saying on MSNBC, CNBC, what do you call it? CNN, is what you are going to spew in a tweet to Donald Trump. What has he not seen? You are chatting rubbish. Instead for you to say, oh, we're looking into it, it's going to be resolved. Nigerian government are working so hard. You think he cares about all this nonsense you are chatting? These people are stupid. So this is what, this Femi Fanikayode that I was telling you. Come and see his tweet in 2019. Come and see his tweet. This is what he tweeted in 2019. Did you see? Since 14/19, that's 2019. In June of 2019, he said that Nigeria has had more Christian murdered, more churches bombed and burnt, and more clerics slaughtered than any other country in the world over the last 58 years. Did you see that? This man is an idiot. Sorry to say. A lot of them coming out, ranting and raving against Donald Trump. Most of them has done one tweet or the other, calling all these things like, oh, Christian has been murdered, Christian churches are being bombed. See, this is what he said in 2019. So why are you changing your mouth? Oh, because it's your tribe, it's your clan that is there. So it is okay now. They're just trying to topple his government, isn't it? That's what they told us. Look at them. These people are just, oh my God. These people, they are unbelievable. I didn't even know that I'm going to stay this long. Like, I'm seeing a lot of things and it's very revealing of these people. See, this is the same thing with Fanika. They look at what is raving. This is 2020. 9% of Boko Haram victims are Muslim. Buhari said that. And Fanika, they said this is a lie. The overwhelming majority of communities that Boko Haram targets are Christian. The same with the Fulanis militias. The killing of Christians in Nigeria is a common blood spot, which shall continue as long as Buhari is president. Look at that. In 2018, this same Femi that we have investigated the crisis facing Christians in Nigeria today. Nigeria is the most dangerous place for Christians in the world, and impunity for those responsible for the crime. So what are we now talking about? Why change of mouth? Why change of heart? These people are delusional. They are crazy. That's why I said I can't go into politics. I can't stand these people. with their lies, with their rubbish. They just want to talk. See, this is another one, Mr. Reno. I'm just trying to expose all these people, all because of what caricature. They are nothing but caricature politicians. Let me show you right now. Amokri saying that this one, if he drink and drop cup and cup doesn't land well, he's Vitobio. If he sleep and he didn't wake up, he's Vitobio. Is everything around his life is Vitobi. So now see what he said in 2017. Their voices is so loud, condemning injustice against Muslims in USA, yet very silent in condemning genocide of Christians in Nigeria. That is what he said in 2017. This same man has came out to say that there is nothing genocide, that Trump is just chatting nonsense. This is what I'm telling you about these people. Like, Nigeria will share help. Like, we are our own problem. And I like one comment one lady left. That's my opinion as well. The lady said, please, nobody should come to me. I know what you will say. And it's a lot of them. Look at this one. This is what he said in 2012. This person now is, what's his name? He's part of the cabinet now. He's part of the cabinet. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu aide Olusegun that are raising alarm of churches being attacked. I like that Linda Ikeji is bringing out there, the expose of all these idiots. Now saying that something like that is not happening. Look at his tweet. This one called Adidio is now Tinubu's aide. This is 2012. This is what this idiot said. Beef up security in your churches. Senator tells church leader, what's the function of the government? Exactly. Why does Christian have to keep it? So this one said, no matter how many Muslims are killed, Boko Haram will still continue blowing churches. Our government has refused to be responsive. Can you imagine? Boko Haram promised to bomb churches on Christmas Day. Jonathan had, Asasi had, IGP had, SSS, DG had, and yet it happened. They want to blame Jonathan. They want to blame everything. Linda, I like that Linda is really like bringing out all these things. I bet they are writing to Linda's establishment right now that, are you mad? Why are you exposing us? Why are you doing all this? I bet they are doing that right now. Like, what's the point? Why are you really exposing us? Why are you saying things about us? I bet they are doing. So this is the one I said. This Mehdi Azan is one of the commentators in America. He literally said, oh, the peace president who says he deserved a Nobel Peace Prize is insanely threatening to attack and invade Nigeria. So now he's at fault for threatening. At least if the threat works and Nigeria do something, he's not going to have mouth to be saying all this. But our government hasn't done enough to save the country. Okay, now they are saying that there's no killing of Christian. It's just random, like the boat killings. Let me show you this pastor that has been, saying this thing for years and years and years now. But it's more or less like everything this man is saying, he's going on deaf ears. It's like they're not listening to him. They're going to see the list of names behind this man. It's really crazy, I'm telling you. Look at the names. Oh my God, that's a lot of people.
United Nations.
See, look at the names of a lot of Christians that have been killed.
Take note. This is the genocide of people that were killed.
Wow. In loving memory.
They are saying that they are opposing my own government, exposing them. Okay. Are they not exposing us to Fulani terrorists by refusing to come to our aid when we cry out? It's exposing us. Let them continue killing us. Then they turn their face as if nothing is happening. The common Reno Cree, or what is that his name? He came out and said there's no genocide like that in Nigeria. That man, I will curse him already. He will never know peace down to the grave. The blood of people that have entered my brain, I transfer them, my head, to his life.
Wow.
He will not escape.
Hey,
I want all Nigerians to know the man will never escape. He has been doing devious life to different government. This time around, he has crossed his line.
Wow.
If I exist with that, it is God at work. They were one in dealing with the Christians. After the Christians were not there, division came in. God said, I come down. You have touched my people. You have killed my people. You end up killing one another. Now, election is coming. That's why they are afraid. So the only thing, the Fulani are tools to destroy us, to kill us. There is genocide. It's in my car. It's in my car. And do you want me to show you evidence? It's in my car. It's right there. Come and see pictures of genocide, including small children. Wow. Very soon, I will make a press release. I will present how small children are among those that are killed. I will present the recent killings that Nigerian government don't want the world to know.
I heard they are asking them not to be showing the burial.
If my government is denying genocide.
Look at the names, guys. Look behind him. Those are the names that have been dying already. Look at
United Nations.
Memory. Oh my God. That's the
European Union.
names. Wow.
Take note.
Even
This
one is too many. Talking of this blood.
That were killed.
So much people. Jesus.
They are saying that I am opposing my own government.
This is really bad, though. See, that's why I used to tell people. A lot of all these people will come out and started saying things. The problem is that because it doesn't affect you directly, you don't really understand. I've seen video. There was this guy that was talking to someone on maybe News Nation. And this man was showing, even when VDM went to Benue that time, did you see the ashes of some people? We have problem. Let's deal with it. That's one thing I don't even want US to come, to be honest. Because we've seen true that some mosques were burnt. Even in Katsina, we've seen like some Muslims were killed. This extremism or whatever you want to call it, I just hope and pray that, you know, if instead of saying that it's not happening, let's like
fellow citizens of Nigeria, my name remains just Adeton. I cannot explain this period of Adeton. I cannot define it. Whether it is a period of fear, a period of panic, or a period of liberation.
Same way I'm scared because I don't know if we're going to return to Libya.
Via a Twitter
message. To Libya.
Not entourage, not delegate expense paid trip, not letter, just a social media communication has passed a message to us that they are going to release or coming to take our country, or there's going to be war. However he has put it.
See, they're going to come to
you, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you boldly told all of us that you are tired of our insults. And then you have avoided social media at all costs.
That's what he said.
Because you don't want to have high blood pressure. Welcome, high blood pressure.
Saying
that is supposed to kill only our president, but is about to gulp the nation at once now. Every day we come out on the space of this media, shouting, screaming, crying about insecurity on our children, about religion, about safety for our young girls and our boys, about the fact that people are dying in hunger. Our own government failed to listen to us. Lai Mohammed told you people a lie that everything is AI.
You people think it's content creation. You people think it's clouting. You think we need attention, we need money, we are hungry. Not understanding that it is about humanity and our people. One man raised his voice against the killing of Christians. The whole world has listened to him. And Trump has shown the supremacy of power. And you people are still talking about sovereignty. There is nothing called political sovereignty. This is the voice of the lower level against the voice of the high and mighty. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I don't know how you became president, whether it is by hijacking or by rigging, or by ambition or by cruelty. But listen to the voice of the masses. Nothing must happen to us in this country.
Yeah,
we have cried and
it's just
screamed
going to get worse.
It is not about APC. It is not about us as a family. This is not Lagos that belongs to you and I. This is Nigeria that belongs to everybody. This is the giant of Africa that all eyes are on us.
Giants.
All of a sudden now, the Minister of Communication knows where CNN is. All of a sudden now, you people now have become content creators like us. The official Asiwaju Tinubu page on Instagram was contracted to some people. The same random mockery that told us that you are a drug baron. The same random mockery that fights every political parties just to favor one person and suddenly become the mouthpiece of Nigeria instead of the president himself. When last did you grant presidential statements? When last did you engage journalists? When last did you do any presidential briefing? Trump communicated only through WhatsApp, to Twitter. The mouthpiece of the global face, of the global stage. You ignored everybody. Asiwaju, it is not about the ambition to become the president. Your ambition is supposed to be to serve Nigerians. Have you forgotten in 2014, January 29, this same you, Asiwaju, during Goodluck Jonathan, you said it that they were killing Christians. Can you see the outcome of Muslim tickets? Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I don't know how you appointed Minister of State, Minister of Defense, let me list them, Minister of Intergovernment, all of you ministers. I don't know who you paid to. I don't know who you found, how you found your way there. But it is either you resign now or Asiwaju should sack you and let them employ competent people. Asiwaju, Nigeria must not go down. Nothing must happen to us. This is not about tribalism. This is about we as a nation. This is about our motherland. This is about the masses. This is about the insecure. Nigeria is no longer home. Everybody, Canada, America, everybody. They call those places their home because home is where there is safety. Home is where the government feels the pain of the common man. Home is where the government understands its responsibility and not its titles. Minister of Foreign Affairs, you failed to initiate contact with American counterparts. All of you, what you people have been doing, end this Boko Haram rehabilitation program. End Boko Haram rehabilitation program now. You are doing peace meeting. You failed to do peace meeting. You failed. Asiwaju, you have failed. The best thing for you to do now is to accept failure and begin to reconstruct and reconsider saving this country. Nobody should attack us. There is nothing called political sovereignty anymore. I wrote some things down. And I want you to share interstate grazing should stop. Interstate grazing should stop with immediate effect. Publicly ban headsmen from carrying AK-47. This killing of Muslims has been going on. They call it Boko Haram. They call it insurgency. They call it all sorts. As you lay your bed, so you lie on it. You see, the way you sat down, the way you are looking, the way you portrayed yourself.
Me, I'm just worried because the thing is just like the comment I was reading. I'm just worried. And why I'm worried is that
Let's say why invade Nigeria, more not talk fast, more know how we dey pack things. Are they going to invade this country? Because recently now I don't understand what they go on. More help me tag President Bola Ahmed Tinubu now for follow your regime. 9 citizens they plan the park. Follow your regime. 9 military they plan coup. Follow your regime. Now US want invade Nigeria. Please, I'm asking for the last time for me and 99 others. Is USA planning to come into this country? More now talk fast because no border still dey open. More now we take the package. Because you people keep embarrassing us. If you have lived up to your responsibility, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we will not be discussing with US and US will be calling us a disgraced nation. That's what they said. The disgraced nation. Now we they can't use disgrace, they rub for face. A disgraced nation. That is what. Why would they call us a disgraced nation? When 2023 foreign observers that came to observe the election went back to report that was not an election but a crime scene. Why would they not see us as a joke? Of course they will see us as a joke. You think they don't see the issues going on in the country and how you people are nonchalant and wicked towards your citizens? You think they don't see it? They see it. Even the justice for China. When are not green pumas, they see it. Now, one citizen, in fact, this part of the video is for those people saying that, and Donald Trump will not try it, and US, shut up, so not to put us for trouble. Oswald, they will not try it because your father and Lord Lugard, you have forgotten that is the last 2 years. I mean, when was that? One US citizen was kidnapped. One, not before boss, not because boss, not before community.
That the US citizen that was kidnapped and they actually invaded, they rescued this person out of Nigeria. And Donald Trump was so proud of it, saying that, oh, we came in, we came out. Like, that's one thing they don't know about Donald Trump. But the problem I have is that people around him, they are neocons. Donald Trump is one of these people that doesn't really like endless war. He doesn't like it. He's always talking about no endless war, blah blah blah. I remember in his first term, he calls out Secretary of State then what's her name, Hillary Clinton, calls out Bush, calls out all of them literally. Even when Jeb Bush is like the governor of Florida at that time, he was the Bush family, and he said that, oh, you guys, you started war, blah, blah. And that's how he won all of them. He was able to win the first time election and everything. And when he came back this second time, he was little. The only difference I see now is that he's more like supporting all this war, even though I don't see him as a war president, but the way people around him are moving, the moment he picked Senator Marco Rubio as the Secretary of State, I was just like, hey, this one is a neocon. But as it's still going, he's still having a hang on it, because I remember Israel Prime Minister really wants to topple the Iranian government. Netanyahu was like, no, they need to change the person ruling. They need to do this. They need to do that. But Trump was like, no boots on ground. But the thing is, like the comments I read now, someone was saying that because of Burkina Faso, Chad, and all these other countries, these other people, as these 3 countries has already sent the Westerners out of their country. And they have the backings of Russia and China, and they have things they need, like all these rare earths, mineral, uraniums, all these resources. And this thing is not that is something that is good for Africa, because if you go to Republic of Congo, you will see as young as 5 years old going inside the ground, going underground, looking for uranium, looking for all these natural resources, because they're not going to bring their people to come and look for it. It's Nigerians that are going to work. And sometimes all these people going that underground, this beneficiary of all these things is like China and Russia, and they are getting money to, force. And Trump is trying to sort out the war between Russia and Ukraine, and he's doing everything to cut the fund off. So this person is saying, no, it's because they want to use Nigeria to get to Burkina Faso and this, but I just hope it's not Nigerian military that are going to help them fight their war. And this thing is going to boomerang. It's going to be really big if that is the case, because Russia and China are giving Burkina Faso, Traoré and all of that, the strong intelligence, because the way Tinubu and his people are so silent, dragging feet, because I expected to be hearing activity about, oh, some terrorists were, there's attack on terrorists in this beach, in this, that, Sambisa forest has been conquered, but I'm not hearing that. So I'm thinking, was it even a plan? Because every time Tinubu is going to France, going to see Macron, and Macron has made so many efforts to capture Burkina Faso back, to capture all these 3 countries back, but no, they even sent the Americans out of their land, So is it because of Burkina Faso, or is it because of the resources? Because I'm going to tell you, in politics, there's no free things, nothing is free. Oh, that's what I know. I'm going to end it here. I don't even know I'm going to stay this long, but boy, oh boy, Nigerians are really excited and looking forward, because a lot of people, especially people that have been, that have experienced their family being kidnapped or buying or massacred, or being one thing or the other with this Fulani herdsmen. Because how do you even think about this thing? Sunday Igboho was trying to help his own people. The same government that he was helping, they arrested him. So now tell me, do they know about this or not? The last time I was talking about, they are conquering the forest, they are conquering the bush, and there's GMO situation, and me, I'm thinking like, oh, they are just trying to take over the farmland, so that if the farmland belongs to them, because those farm, I'm not hearing about natural resources. So I'm thinking like, all these Fulani herdsmen, the militia, supplying them guns and everything. I was just thinking in my head, is it because Donald Trump has heard something about something like that, and he knew that maybe some of the bureaucrats in America are trying to capture their food in America, in Africa, and he just thought, no, we need to cut him off from doing this? I hope so. But I just know that if we continue on the path we were on, Nigeria is never going to be good. Nigeria is not getting anywhere. That's whenever I watch, I always want people to talk. Don't just talk from both sides of your mouth. Don't just say like, oh, Christians are not being killed because American want resources. But what are our leaders doing to not allow invasion of the Western country again? Because see, we said we have independence, but we are not independent. We don't have any independence. I'm going to tell you. America is cutting visa short for people. They are canceling visa everywhere. Yet they have the biggest consulate. Where is it? The biggest consulate they have in Africa is in Nigeria. Why? They are building it, apparently. Why? Why are they making Nigeria their home? See, we say we always celebrate independence, but we are not independent, we are dependent. Even for Dangote to sell his fuel, it was problem. He faces a lot of problem building that refinery. Where does he face the problem from Western power? So tell me, who is benefiting from Nigeria not having electricity? Who is benefiting from poverty weaponization in Nigeria? Who are the one benefiting? Because I'm going to tell you, coming from the background I came from, I can tell you, even me, I will still say I'm privileged. Even though I see myself as poor, then you will still see some people in the rural Nigeria suffering beyond measure. And now it's more or less like Tinubu government is taking from the poor and giving the rich. He's talking about taxing this, taxing that, taxing this. What are the plans? Where are the taxes going? What are the benefits of these taxes you want to be collecting? What do you want to provide for citizens in replacement of the tax? Because those are what taxes are used for in this Western country. What is the provision for citizens? The tax, the way they want to start taxing Nigeria from 2026 is madness. It's crazy. But where is the tax going to go? Is it for good road? Is it for good electricity? Is it for good car? I went to Nigeria last year. The only electricity I saw with my korokoro eyes is not even up to 5 minutes. The people that have electricity in Lagos, they put them in grade. Some of them are paying 5 million in a month. Do you know how much 5 million? That's about 2,000 something pounds in a month. So now tell me, who is benefiting? So it's true. I'm scared as well that we are not turned to Libya. But the problem is that our government are doing nothing. At least pretend you are doing something. Whenever they catch terrorists, they said, oh, we have rehabilitated them. They will give them matching clothes. They will give them houses. Even the people these terrorists displaced, they are in IDP camp, displacement camp. They don't even have a good house like a rehabilitated terrorist. So what are we talking about? And you think these people that are in IDP, these people in displacement camp, they will hear Trump is coming to help them, they won't take it. They will tell you, even if Trump wants to take their resources, they should take it because they are not benefiting from it to start with. And that's what a lot of them are saying. Anyway, you guys, I will see you next week. Watch out for my shorts. I will continue to upload my shorts. And if anything comes up that really, the Ochenya situation, you know, that young girl Ochenya, the case happened some years ago. They are bringing it up. I'm going to put that on shorts because I don't know about it, to be honest. I was just saying Ochenya, justice for Ochenya. Then I saw like a snapshot of it, someone telling the story. So I'm going to try and record that, put that in a short video on YouTube. I'm going to post it. Maybe if you're not aware about the story as well, you can really know what is going on with this Ochenya situation. I don't know about it until I started seeing it on blogs. So I'm going to continue to upload on my shorts, but if anything comes up for me to come live during the week, I will do. Thank you so much. If you come across this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And like I said, I'm not a political commentator. If I am, my body they hurt, my blood they hurt, and you can see the way I was like I'm fighting. It's just politics is not something I like to go into. It's really crazy. If you really know these geopolitics, all these geopolitics thing is really mad. It's like two-edged sword. You don't know how it's going to end. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely week. Enjoy the rest of your week and happy new month. Have a fantastic month. December is almost upon us, you guys. It's crazy. It runs really fast. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. On your way out, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Like I said, share if you like it. If you haven't, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.